Roly, oly, oly, oh.
Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, meine Damen und Herren, brace yourself, prepare yourself for the original special Android trademark all international introduction. Guten Abend, good evening, buonasera, buenas noches, xin chao, konnichiwa, annyeong, ni hao, yo estet givanok, salam alaikum, shalom, good kveld, good afternoon, dobre večer, good avond, buonanotte, and here we go. It is the first game, it is the finals, it is Team Empire against Team Empire, it is Nerchio against Beastyqt in the best of 5 finals. I'm Special Andre, this is the Competo Cup. With me co-casting is MacDev. So how you doing? And just share your thoughts with us.
I will do so, and I figured it was about damn time to hear that special Endre intro. Very nice, very nice. We do see Nerchio going for an early expand. Now, his ZVT is so strong that Beastyqt decides to go with the double barracks opener.
You see what Nerchio just did?
I did see that, yes.
So just for everybody, here's the message log once again. If I am 2-0 up against you, I will choose Protoss and I will go for the mothership.
Wowie, wowie. But anyways, good luck and have fun gets thrown out there from Beasty as we do see, Beasty with that double barracks opener. Will he be able to counter scout? Will that drone get up? Yes, the drone does climb the ramp, does see this double barracks opener here as there are no refineries. It's going to be heavy Marines all the time right now from Beastyqt as Nerchio will start to get out his Zerglings, getting ready, sending these drones out. Very nice move here, throwing down to that spine crawler, effectively countering all of the bunkers that may have been placed down. Great job from Nerchio seeing that double racks opener. That was a very important part of the game there, Andre.
Absolutely, I'm just still thinking about the GLHF by a Beastie in caps lock, and Nerchio just said thanks, didn't respond in any other way. Those guys are good entertainers, they having some fun, and Nerchio did a really good job with the defense of his natural expansion, denying any bunkers to be built with his drones, even was taking out an SCV with his drones, so he's all over the place, he's droning up even more, his spine crawler is finished, and the response, not the response, but the follow-up play by Beastie is the expansion coming up here, directly at the natural, not as in his main base, and do not mistake the double barracks opening for some sort of all-in play, everybody. With the double barracks still, he's just delaying his gas, but he still got the orbital up, he's still producing SCVs, but at the same time, he's able to get out those barracks units, the Marines, and a lot of them.
It's a very nice, it's definitely not an all-in. It was a very nice transition into the 3 racks expand, for example, because that's what he's going now. We do usually see the 3 racks go down before the expand, but Beastie had to transition into it. So it was very nice to see that happen as Beastyqt continues to pump out Marine after Marine, not getting any expansion bay or anything. Now throwing down that factory. So very decent transition into that from Beastie.
Yep. Now he was using his Marines to try to find any overlords, but he was not able to kill any, so he was able to kill a drone. He lost a single SCV, and that's all the units who died, at least for the moment. Looks like he's moving out right now, but take a look at Nerchio. The speed for the Zerglings will be finished in the next 5 seconds, and he's got so many Zerglings on the field, but still, this might not be enough actually to take out all of the Marines. Now here we go with some kiting, and looks like the Marines will take out all of the Zerglings here. Yes, they do.
That's right, man, and it looks like these 8 Marines, which were bathed in Chuck Norris blood before they went into battle, were able to do some heavy damage and take out a lot of those Zerglings. And here comes those Zerglings trying to get a little scouting information and maybe even do a little bit of damage, taking out an SCV here or there. But those 2 Marines will go ahead and deal with it. And it looks like Beastyqt actually pulls these Marines back to his base, and he's not even able to see that Overlord there, so that Overlord just gets a nice free vision. Bob the Overlord seeing everything going on, man.
Absolutely. And Speaking of the comment he just did, the nice one, when he was just taking out all of those Zerglings with his Marines, a couple of days I was playing with Beastie and some friends a custom map called Micro something. So you have different challenges, like try to micro a lot of Marines away from Zerglings and kill as much Zerglings as possible. And in those micro games, I was just desperately trying to stay alive, and he was always like, "Oh, 10 seconds ago, finished my mission already, killed all the Zerglings, only lost a single Marine," and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he is really, really good at his stutter step micro with the Marines.
That's right.
Now going up for the double refinery at his natural, so he will have a higher gas income to constantly finance those medivacs, for example, which he's going to use to go for a double 8 marine drop right now. And the timing for this cannot be more better, because take a look, no Baneling's Nest on the field, no infestation pit on the field, so he will actually be able to do a lot of damage with those 18 marines here, 16 marines, because the stim is about to finish in the next 30 seconds.
That's right, and as that stim, just lovely timing from Beastie. Always seeing that great timing. All these Overlord spread, with this Overlord spread, he's able to react, and Nerchio will react indefinitely by moving these Lings, moving these Roaches forward, and he's going to have to gather these forces before he actually attacks, because that is a shitload of Marines right down the throat of Nerchio right now, taking out one of the Roaches, taking out some more of the Roaches. Oh no! Nerchio attacking his own lair for a second there. Now working down these Roaches one by one. But the heal bus is here, and it looks like Endre, so far Beastyqt is going to be looking pretty good, doing some heavy damage.
Absolutely perfect use by Beastie to have his Marines standing between both extractors, not to allow a good surface area on his Marines by the Zerglings, by the Roaches. Now picking up his remaining Marines, so he killed, he lost 11 Marines, but he killed so many more units. Taking a look at the units lost, he's ahead more than 1,000 resources right now, and look where he is about to drop once again in the natural. Now lifting up the units. Does he know about this expansion yet at the 6 o'clock? Now he does, so he will be able to drop there once again. The Zerglings are already en route, so he's picking up his Marines once again, but the damage has been done. And taking a look at his natural expansion, command center is coming up, tanks are out, so he's got a follow-up plan.
Hell yeah, he does. And also pumping out those dropships 2 by 2 by 2 to be able to bring that heal bus to his Marines, because dropships are very important, especially when you're going bio. Now taking a look at it, Nerchio, is getting out that infestation pit, which you may have mentioned.
Just to interrupt you for just a second, in the main base we see a Viking currently already at 5 kills, so all those overlords in the bottom left by Beastie, by Nerchio were taken out by Beastie, and looks like he's dropping in the main once again.
That's right, man, and I was just hoping you saw that, because he did send that Viking and take out all the vision and drop those Marines down. These Marines did some damage, took out, and look at that freaking pickup, only losing 1 Marine. Very nice by Beastyqt there, and it looks like Beastyqt now flying that command center over to the high yield, so we're going to have a gold standard once again in play. Get those shots ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Just got my beer right here.
Hell to the yeah, let's get that going. Cheers, everybody.
Salute, prost, na zdrowie, kampai, skol, kipes. Of course, a lot of languages people say those stuff in. And Marines taken out, or at least forcing a cancel here on the hatch at the bottom right. Expansion, Beastie lifting up his Marines just in time. At least he was not able to take out the hatchery or the drone building the hatchery, but at least he was able to force a cancel once and delay it a little bit. But Nerchio now going infestor heavy. Finally we have the infestors on the field, but 14 minutes into the game, Beastie was doing a brilliant job at delaying it for as much as possible, but he cannot allow Nerchio to start with this gameplay. I mean, he was doing a perfect job at just being a pain in the ass, so to say, in his main base at the natural. And take a look what Nerchio is doing in his main base. He's just going for 3 spine crawlers just in case. He's just spreading the creep in his own main base because he's afraid of those drops to happen. And right. Beastie still got a medivac floating around here in the middle of nowhere next to the main base of Nerchio. Now at the same time he's going for the expansion on the right side once again.
That's right, and as that expansion will get canceled, because here come all the Marines and Marauders right into the face of Nerchio's new base. And look at this creep highway as it extends halfway across the map, going to this high yield, throwing down that fungal growth on those SCVs. Those SCVs are going down. They still live with barely any health left. That planetary fortress does get decimated here as that high yield does get successfully taken out. But Beastyqt now pushing it to the bottom base of Nerchio. Takes out another freaking expansion. Nerchio only on 2 bases, and it looks like Beastyqt is double expanding here as he is going for that fungal growth going down all over his Marines and those and these medvacs. And it looks like one more fungal growth would spell the end of one of those medvacs that's full of Marines, but they will go ahead and drop in this mineral line of Nerchio. And oh my god, I can't believe Nerchio even let that happen.
Yeah, he is basically out of energy. He cannot go for any more fungal growths, so Beasty just taking out more stuff here. Now he needs to lift up his forces once again because all the roaches arriving there, and he's just flying from the left side to the right side, bouncing left and right, trying to do more damage. At the same time, Nerchio is going for the double expand here on the high ground at the gold at the same time, and Beasty is still looking pretty good. And take a look at the main base there, he is dropping once again, and this is how you need to deal with this type of Zerg play by Nerchio. Just you need to be aggressive, you need to be all over the place. But take a look, Nerchio is prepared, he's got the spine crawlers up, so one spine crawler will most likely get taken out here by Beasty, but no transfusion on the spine crawler.
Yeah,
now
there
the
was
Zergling
actually
reinforcements arriving, and he just did a brilliant job at defending here.
Definitely, man, and he's, you know, I'd say Nerchio's got his eye keen on that side of the map here, as he does not want any of those freaking drops to keep on coming in, as that is what's going on. And great play by Beastyqt so far. You know, he did get that double expand finish. They're both going to planetary fortress right now, as the high yield did get relayed down, and it looks like we've got another double gold standard going on here into this game. But let's go ahead and cheers later, as we do see more drops incoming. Beastyqt moving this medvac around, and that medvac does have 2 Marauders and 4 Marines. Let's take a look at that income station right now, as we do see 64 SCVs out for Beastyqt. He is surpassing Nerchio's economy by 1,000 right now. And then we do see 54 drones, however, for Nerchio. Nope, now he's up to 62, so he's got a little bit more even out in the harvester count. But looking at it, their lair is going to Hive Tech right now, as Nerchio is starting to push into Tier 3.
Yeah, and he's researching the takeover, aka the neural parasite. I really like this term takeover for the neural parasite so much by by Nerchio. So Beasty dropping here on the high ground, picking up his forces once again. There we see the fungal growth, there we see the infested terrains, and this is how you deal with it, like Dimaga dealt with the drops of Dot Dash on the Shakura's game. But at the same time, double medivac drop in the main base, doing the scan, taking out the creep tumors. And there are the Marines getting picked up by Beasty once again. He knows as soon as those infestors are there to fungal the shit out of them, they are dead. So he's better safe than sorry. Splitting up the medivacs right now. He wants to go for a drop once again, but only with a single SCV here. SCV Zergling in the top right, checking for more expansions. Sensor tower is up for Beasty. What about this upgrade? Getting the +2/+2/+2 for the infantry and the mech units. And looks like he is moving out and dropping at the same time next to the Greater Spire. And if Beasty actually would focus on the Greater Spire, and he's doing this right now, the Zerglings cannot get a perfect surface area, but with the roaches coming in, it's all over, at least for the moment. But take a look, Beasty is sieging up.
That's right, sieging up right outside that high yield, now taking care of both of these expansions as Nerchio pulled all of his freaking units back to his base to deal with that drop. You know, great freaking two-pronged attack here from Beastyqt, taking the timings into consideration on how long it takes for these units to get across the map. He knows he's able to take down both of those, and he does also a drop in the back of Nerchio's, another expansion being attacked and taken out here, man. This is a freaking aggressive play from Beasty. He is wanting to take down this end boss and the Zerg player very, very badly, man.
But he is doing really good job at actually being the end boss because he is ahead 20 supply, even though Beastie is all over the place, taking out stuff, taking out forces. Mass neural parasites coming up on the siege tanks. Siege tanks immediately attacking the planetary fortress. Where are the siege tanks of Beastie? They are here in the back, still taking out some roaches, and Beastie just needs to stay alive with this planetary fortress. Looks like for the moment he will do so. The Infest is still doing a lot of damage, and now some Stim Marines trying to follow them, but no, they get fanged, so the Infestors get away. Some Vikings are already out. Here are some Brute Lords being morphed in, but they get taken out, so some more fangles on the Marines, on the Marauders, on the Vikings will be cast. More neural parasites, takeovers going down by Nerchio, but still Beastie is not yet given up. It looks like he pulled back in terms of supply. And GG, you learned how to beat it by Nerchio, and Beastie is up 1-0 in this absolutely insane ZVT here for the finals, game number 1, and...
Dude, that was crazy! He did it! He totally did it, dude! You know, Nerchio was saying, if he too owes him, then, oh man, not gonna happen this time. That was
Nerchio was full of confidence against him, and now Beastie is up 1-0, but still remember everybody, this is the best of 5 and everything can happen, and there will be maps where Beastie is not able to go for this insane draw play all over the place. I mean, I didn't check the APM tab, but it must be around 2000 or something like this, because he was able to drop and micro all over the place, macro at the same time, and he's truly a grandmaster of the European servers.